para no tore para igoro twabariganire mwense munyaka wa moko nyorobo bweni ngotumeka tore kadi ya SHA abo igo muchano ndo bonse obwata banyitari mbaro bagukora unyara ko bagoko bweni twabariganire mbya mono mwense
asamange tutarere rero Chinsa Ikomi ebara ya kisigo cha Kisumu mbarabare eskuru ya ebate primary gose utwakere simi ase namba 0759179941 gose ututomere liuko Chinsa Ikomi Susu Health Services @gmail.com. Chinsa Ikomi Susu Health Services, your health our priority.
CCTV amandegere y'umuguzi aya nayatekire nshinga kechi ime ya CCTV
Tariki 19 mutenye no yo 11 mwaka no yobwechiru 2025 mwanjomo ligalindo no kwegena mbiyora ndonsi asole na ukwaniri nabayo kwarigane koyanyora yatekire Chinsa Ikomi chabo no margoba itirane CYRUS NYAKUNDI na go sabirobe na inchu ikomo elio
ya na yatekire nshinga kechi ime ya CCTV
Mo waziri wechiseme chule simigosio gamba nigemambia jalero habaga kwenekia ukwigoro wechi container jamatemu ya kirasi 12 asicha bisi chomo DCC sub-county ya Ruiru he county ya Kiambu gamba boigoni gikira na skuru ya secondary ya Uhuru Kenyatta asokuligireria homoroberwa mutemo yo asabu baikira nabo ngama no muteneri bwekembe kya mutemo ne ki Dr. David Nganga nabigo mujumbe webunge ya Ruiru Muske Simon Nganga.
Over recent years, the Ministry of Education and the Kenya National Examinations Council have refined examination administration procedures. Previously, all the papers of the day were collected once in the morning, but since we started these changes, and in the spirit of vigilance and out of an abundance of caution, collection of these papers now takes place twice daily, for the morning papers at 7 a.m. and the afternoon papers at 1:30 p.m. This approach has significantly tightened security and ensured fairness for all candidates. Despite these strengthened measures, a few individuals still attempt to beat the system. In such cases, monitoring teams working with our security agencies have acted swiftly, and the culprits have been intercepted and placed under arrest and others under investigation. These actions reaffirm the government's commitment to safeguarding the integrity of national examinations. As we enter the final 3 days, NEC has reminded center managers to reinforce operational discipline, including securing all mobile phones under lock and key, switching off Wi-Fi routers during examinations, and ensuring that candidates do not enter the rooms with any of these gadgets. These measures help to eliminate remaining vulnerabilities and ensure full compliance of our guidelines. As examination season nears completion, the education sector continues to progress across multiple areas. The ministry is implementing reforms to strengthen access, equity, and quality at basic, senior, and university, together with vocational training levels. Ongoing efforts include expansion of infrastructure, targeted teacher deployment, and support for the continued implementation of the competency-based education. We also encourage that normal operations have resumed in the universities following the conclusion of the recent lecturers' strike, ensuring academic continuity for thousands of our students in the universities. Investment in technical and vocational education and training TVETs, digital technologies, and enhancing learning resources remain crucial in equipping learners with practical and market-relevant skills. The ministry is also promoting psychosocial support and career guidance to help students plan ahead beyond secondary education. Collaboration with county governments, development partners, and communities continues to be central in sustaining these improvements. As the KCSE cycle concludes, Preparations are now underway for the marking and the processing of results. In addition, senior schools should be ready to receive their first cohort of grade 10 learners by the 12th or from the 12th of January 2026. These learners, transitioning under the competency-based education framework, will require support to adapt successfully and coexist with students still undertaking the 844 curriculum in the institutions that they are joining. The ministry will continue to issue guidance to ensure a smooth transition and a stable learning environment. I extend my appreciation to the teachers, the center managers, the invigilators, security personnel, and education officers for their dedication to this national exercise. Their commitment reflects the values of integrity, fairness, and service to the nation. As our candidates complete their final papers, I encourage them to remain focused and confident. This is a defining moment, and the nation looks forward to their next chapter of their contribution to Kenya's development. I thank all those involved in this important assignment for their professionalism and dedication, and I wish our candidates every success as they complete the KCSE examinations and transition to the next stage of the
Omujumbe w'ebunge ya Nyaribari Masaba omusike Daktari Daniel Manduku nigo hagani kumanya gose nigo akwanire pale nene ekorwa kero kaibacho gwika kya mukama eyo no nyamagiga yo muraibwense kolieira ase korosie pale yo kukwana samaga chama nene yebunge omusike Manduku nigaru kubolia gochi ase kamati yebunge igoro yechipara no bosombi kwerabona igoro yo murubiri bokorosie pale yo eyegendete kobo muchando munene gochi asabamenyi bechinse mecho.
Statement by the member for Nyaribari Masaba, Honorable Daniel Manduku.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. This is a request for statement regarding the implementation status of the Keroka Iva-Chokiamo-Kama Road project in Nyaribari Masaba constituency. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order number 44-2C, I wish to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Transport and Infrastructure regarding the implementation status of the Keroka Iva-Chokiamo-Kama Road project in Nyaribari Masaba constituency. Madam Speaker, the Keroka Iva-Chokiamo-Kama Road serves as a vital transport corridor linking key trading centers, schools, and farmlands within Nyaribari Masaba constituency. On the 13th August 2024, His Excellency the President William Ruto made a pronouncement committing the government to upgrade the road to bitumen standards. This announcement generated optimism among residents who rely on the road for daily transportation and economic activities. However, more than a year later, there has been no progress on the project, leading to concerns and frustrations from the residents. Honorable Speaker, it's against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Transport and Infrastructure on the following. 1, the current status of the upgrading of the Keroka Iva-Chokiamo-Kama Road in Nyaribari Masaba constituency to bitumen standards. 2, the reasons for the delay in commencement of the project despite the directive by His Excellency the President on the 13th of August 2024. And 3, a report on the steps taken by the government to commence the project, including details on the invitation to tender, the anticipated implementation timeline, and measures to ensure the project is completed within the expected timelines. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Very well. Committee on Transport.
Oyo kuligekirgo kyobu MCA hase wadi ya bugia kumo heye gotoka se bunge ya bonchali kaunti ya Kisii omuskecho suboboge igagendere no moroberi boku mwakirego ko hoyorarire ganga yo kuligekirgo kyobura ibenso muske Fred Matiange asobo cholyo bonene bole mutwe kukwana chinga kecho nigo musko bogwe haruko bole gocha saba nenchibe wadi yo kwene kibunango bwatabale chikura sobonge bunenchere yemoyo kwene kuno muske Matiange koiraro bajiborayi asobo choli hobonene bwichi bwo mwaka bwechirubere 2025
Jekori 2020 tunabwete chikura kwa ndanda matanga chinyangi emechango yo school korwerande Matiangi siringi 200 na inchendu besande nkaigo asenge njo Matiangi noyo itogosobona onde takwa no mwana omino gakorigie kirogo na bekerema tigote ngo inekerema ari tebo inoyo minto nere toko achikura gosebona tiganya saba konye kanisa yetu nya saba konye moko na gotera buyaiga mujakiro mwakonde kunango na gokwana matiangiga komoreta ande bugia kumuna bonchari gaiga atoe no ni ntwe binto gosebona kumogonsabera kimbwa to moyo mbetingo baretera mukatikista tiganya saba konye ninkororo taraenda ngobekera mabuteri te ya moye pigi ochire ngarogochi tara ikororo bwata mangana abiro kango kwana ditangani chikuranji gasa ine kubwatu onye motete korusi kasonge kirogo bwate kura jene member ya Jubilee so Jubilee aria amayano ari atiangi no ari kare tu abwatire bibande tubwate chikura na ritorire kasongoka onye ntoko bwata kura bari bagase ne kubwata chikura into togase ne gotera nga one time na kura.
Waziri w'uburimi netugo Mutai Kawe nigene kirune serikali gweteraze wizara iyo nigendete kubeko mukya wokwene kibunango sirere abani bibamoga so kwene kibunango chibare kanyora hengeli rengia kukwani mambia lero asama gachiye bunge ye senate waziri Kawe nigene kibune county ya Kisii amona Nyamira nigochire egachichi county 19 hechichibwateriro baligi yali busumiki bwa mogayo asaru kubulia go cha sabamenye bich county jo kwene kibuna kubwatera bale koboko ubulemi ubwo.
In Kenya, for general information, Mr. Speaker, pyrethrum is grown in 19 counties within the highland regions of Kenya, comprising of the North Rift region, and those counties in the North Rift are Baringo, Elgeyo Marakwet, West Pokot, Bungoma in Mount Elgon, Trans Nzoia, Uasin Gishu, and Nandi. In the South Rift region, we have got Nakuru, Kericho, Bomet, and Narok. In the Central Eastern region, there is also Laikipia, Nyandarua, Meru, Nyeri, Kiambu, and Embu. And in the Lake region block, we have got Kisii and Nyamira. The reason why this is the case, Mr. Speaker, is because the suitable conditions within the highlands for growing of pyrethrum are essentially, number one, an altitude of about 1,700 meters to 3,000 meters above sea level. The best flowering is usually achieved in altitudes of above 2,130 meters above sea level. It also requires well-drained volcanic soils with a minimum pH of about 5.6 and an annual rainfall of a minimum of about 800 millimeters well spread within the season. The temperatures below 18 degrees Celsius persist for at least 6 weeks to initiate flowering. High temperatures, water deficit conditions, and photoperiod effect flowering, flower development, and pyrethrum yields. Government is pursuing several policy reforms and initiatives to revitalize the pyrethrum sector, both in the Lake Region block as well as the other counties, particularly Kisii, Nyamira counties, where pyrethrum does well, and across the country generally. The reforms are geared towards boosting production, improving farmers' livelihoods, and addressing global market challenges. Specifically, on policy reforms, one is the distribution of high quality and clean planting materials. We have experienced in the past problems as far as seeds are concerned, and the government is focused.
Na wikiraga bumanchumo ligerere nonko ya korera ya tikire Chinsa Ikomi chabo no marogoba kolende chikoraga Chinsa ibere ne Chinsa nyachabo tuko no chiko nyora senchira yo wikira nere Lydia Mura ilitira ne CYRUS NYAKUNDI na go sabiro twaro buligereria gorobuya.
Aya na ya tikire chinga kiechi imeya CCTV. Sanga na intwe aso mutandao wetera Instagram amona Twitter @Kisii Television, tonyore YouTube na Facebook Kisii TV, twakire esimi wetera 0708386041 yanyore onsi aya